Muy buenas noches, señoras y señores. Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being here at this Friday live streaming with Rolando Ochoa and Nostalgia and Romance. Uh, Tonight, I have a really exciting show for you. Hopefully, you'll enjoy it. I'm going to dedicate the first part of the show to Cuba, and that's why I'm wearing this T-shirt that it says Cuba, and I'm going to specifically dedicate it to a show that I alluded last week. I talked about the show that I used to play called Añorada Cuba, and I played last week one of my songs, Guajira Óyeme Cantar. If you remember, that was composed during that time. Today, I'm going to play for you uh, the title song, Añorada Cuba. Añorada Cuba was a show that was started in 1964 by a priest by the name of Jorge Chaveve in Hialeah. And he did it so he could sort of get the youth of Hialeah, mostly Cubans at the time, to don't forget about Cuban traditions and Cuban music, and also bring them to the church, which was the two purposes of the show. Everybody in the show did it for free. No one charged anything in the show. And we had a tremendous success. We started with the Mylander Auditorium in Hialeah, and then we moved to the Miami-Dade County Auditorium, which is a large venue, and we used to fill it up every show. We used to do 2 shows on the weekends, and we used to do 2 or 3 weekends a month, and it was packed. And then we went to Barry College to perform there. We also went to Gainesville, to the University of Florida. We traveled to Tampa, Florida, and then one time we went for a weekend to New York City, and we performed at the Lincoln Center. Back then, the Lincoln Center had just been open maybe a month when we performed there. We had 5 shows, also with packed houses. Tremendous success. Then, we went to Los Angeles and also to Puerto Rico, and we had, success everywhere. And mostly were young people and mostly non-professionals at the time. So I'm going to sing to you the song called Añorada Cuba. Añorada Cuba was composed by Cristina Saladrigas. Cristina was a very good composer. She had many songs recorded. As a matter of fact, Añorada Cuba was recorded not only by me, but also recorded by many other artists. And the arrangement that I'm going to be playing is the arrangement made by Frank Sainz, better known as Panchin, who was the band leader for the band that I used to play, and I used to sing Añorada Cuba. And the name of the band was Conjunto Tropical. And we used to play dances and what have you. So then playing for the show, we were the band for the show. And I have a picture here. I don't know if you could see it, but this is the picture. I am the second on the back row to the left, second from the left. And you see everybody was young and healthy and no gray hairs and what have you, like I have now. So so let me sing the song to you, and then I will tell you a little bit more about the song. and I'm going to play it with my guitar. Añorada Cuba, no te puedo yo olvidar jamás. Y pasan los años y cada vez te extraño más y más. Cuando recuerdo tus playas, Varadero, Tarará, Santa María del Mar y todas las otras que por su belleza no tienen igual. Espera que pronto todos allí volveremos y te llevaremos entero nuestro corazón, pues ni los sufrimientos ni el alejamiento lograrán quitarte algo que es tan tuyo que ni la misma muerte, aunque lo quisiera, te podrá robar. Tuyo es nuestro corazón. And that's the song. Beautiful song, very, shall we say, a remembrance of Cuba. Back then, in the early 60s, there was a lot of patriotic fervor in the Miami area because everybody was hoping that we would come back to Cuba. Of course, that hasn't happened. Hopefully, it will happen soon, more soon than later. We're all hoping for that. All Cubans are hoping for that something happen. So, how did the song get into the show is interesting, and I'm going to read to you a couple of paragraphs from my book I mentioned last week, my biography, and so I want to read a couple of paragraphs that deal with this issue of Añorada Cuba. These are found on chapter 15 of the book. So allow me to read you a couple of paragraphs. It says, I decided to continue my guitar studies with Professor Leopoldo Ramos. And one day he invited me to get together at the home of a composer named Cristina Saladrigas. At this jam session, there were several guitar players and singers interpreting their music and songs. Cristina introduced her song called Añorada Cuba, which she had just made, to the group, and it was a big hit. I fell in love with it and asked Professor Ramos in my next class to help me learn it. I thought it would be a big hit for our band, Conjunto Tropical, given our audience and the timely lyrics. I brought the song to our next rehearsal, and everyone liked it a lot. Panchin, which is the band leader, our leader, made some changes to the harmony and introduction and made even better. So then, that's how we started teaching. Playing the song in dances and what have you, and everybody really liked it. Padre Chaveve, which I already mentioned, would talk to everybody and ask for ideas and help for anyone that he would meet. He wanted to do projects to help the Cuban youth seek solace in the church and also help them maintain the traditions, language and culture of Cuba. One of the members of the institution was Maria Dolores Beba Pernas, a devoted Catholic and a person dedicated to the youth. One night, Beba was sitting with Raúl Ballester, a well-known choreographer and dancer who she had met while he was designing the choreography for a comparsa. Comparsa is like a dance, a group dance in Cuba. Raúl Ballester lived very close to Velázquez, where this is the place where we were rehearsing home. And while they were talking, they heard us playing. They came over and were there for a while. Beba Pernas put two and two together and asked Raúl if he would help her form a comparsa or a group dance using our band. The idea was taken to Padre Chaveve and he liked it. They spoke to us and we agreed to help. When they heard the song Añorada Cuba, they proposed to Father Chaveve that he should use the title song and the name to name the show Añorada Cuba with the blessings of the composer. So this is how this show got its name, through the song that I brought into the um, the rehearsal for Conjunto Tropical. A little bit of history, a little bit, I have a lot of that in my book. And somebody asked me the other day, where can I get your book? Well, it's sold in Amazon. So anybody interested, go in there and find it using my name, and that should be bring you to the site. So anyway, we have what is it that we have? Oh, we have two people. Maria Woods, my daughter. Happy Friday to you too, Maria, and also Terina Smith, my wife's cousin, says hi. So hi, Terina. Say hi to Rene, your husband. Yeah, we love you very much. So I'm going to play a couple of songs until we get some requests. So here we go. So we're okay. I want to play. Let me see. What can I play? Right. This. Okay. Here we go. Let's play 402. You have it? You have 402? Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. No, not 402. 405. 405 is a song called Piel Canela. Piel Canela is a song by a Puerto Rican composer, very well known, Bobby Capó. He has many, many beautiful songs. And Piel Canela means the skin of the cinnamon color. And this is a very common color in Latin America, especially in Cuba and Puerto Rico. That mixture that gives you the cinnamon. So here we go for everybody, Piel Canela. Que se quede el infinito sin estrellas y que pierda el ancho mar su inmensidad, pero el negro de tus ojos que no muera y el canela de tu piel se quede igual. Si perdiera el arco iris su belleza y las flores su perfume y su color, no sería tan inmensa mi tristeza como aquella de quedarme sin tu amor. Me importas tú y tú y tú y solamente tú y tú y tú y tú y tú. me importas tú y tú y tú y nadie más que tú. Ojos negros, piel canela, que me llegan a desesperar. Me importas tú y tú y tú y solamente tú y tú y tú y tú y tú. Ay, mi chinita, pero tú y tú y tú y nadie más que tú. Me importas tú y tú y tú y solamente tú y tú y tú. Me importas tú y tú y tú y nadie más que tú. Ojos negros, piel canela, que me llegan a desesperar. Me importas tú y tú y tú y solamente tú y tú y tú y tú y tú. Ay, mi negrita, pero tú y tú y tú y nadie más que tú. 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 All right. Beautiful song. Very happy song. So now we have some requests. My son Will is there. He says, hi, Abo. Nice job. All my grandkids are there. Isabella and William and Steph, his wife. Very, very nice. And Matthew, too, my little grandson. And I have to say hi to Catherine Hayden. Hi from New Orleans, joining us from the great city of New Orleans. Great music over there. And also I have my fellow professor, Somia. Somia from Miami-Dade College. She's a physics teacher, right, Sonia? Yes, and she is a good friend of mine, and I'm glad that she is joining us today. So we have a request from Maria. I guess Maria really likes this song, and I guess my grandson Alexander dances to it. So here we go, Caballo Viejo for Maria, and I'm sure for Alexander as well. So feel free to request any songs that you have in the menu. I'll be glad to play them for you. Cuando el amor llega así de esta manera, uno no se da ni cuenta que el cauta reverdece y que el guamachito florece y la soga se revienta. Cuando el amor llega así de esta manera, uno no se da ni cuenta que el cauta reverdece y que el guamachito florece y la soga se revienta. Caballo le dan sabana porque está viejo y cansado, pero no se dan ni cuenta que un corazón amarrado, cuando le sueltan la rienda, es caballo desbocado. Y si una potra la sana, caballo viejo se encuentra, el pecho se le desgrana y no le hace caso a Paceta, y no le obedece al freno, ni lo para un pasarrienda. ¡Ay! Caballito viejo, the old horse. Cuando el amor llega así de esta manera, uno no tiene la culpa. Quererse no tiene horario, ni fecha en el calendario. Cuando las ganas se juntan, cuando el amor llega así de esta manera, uno no tiene la culpa. Quererse no tiene horario, ni fecha en el calendario. Cuando las ganas se juntan, caballo le dan sabana y tiene tiempo contado, y se va por la mañana con su cabrito apurado a verse con su potranca que lo tiene embarracado. El potro da tiempo al tiempo porque le sobra la edad. No quiere perder la flor que le dan, porque después de esta vida no hay otra oportunidad. Cuando el amor llega así, de esta manera. 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 Caballo le dan sabana porque está viejo y cansado. Caballo le dan sabana porque está viejo y cansado. Caballo le dan sabana porque está viejo y cansado. Caballo le dan sabana porque está viejo y cansado. Quererse no tiene horario, ni fecha en el calendario, caballo. Quererse no tiene horario, ni fecha en el calendario, caballo. Y ya se va el caballito, y se va para Hialeah. Y esta canción, the song is dedicated to my grandson, Thursday, which is Stephanie's horse, and he's pretty old. So for Thursday, caballo viejo. So here we have a request from my good friend Professor Blanco from Gran Canaria in the Canary Islands in Spain. Hello there, Teobaldo. Good to see you. He has a beautiful channel, and you want to check that out because he has some really great music. This week he put one that was his composition, and it was absolutely beautiful with beautiful pictures and videos of sceneries, and it is very well done. And he's a professional. Now he requested a song that I had in my menu here to play a game with. So we're gonna kill two birds with one stone here. And this song that he's requesting is called Sabor a Mi. Sabor a Mi means a taste, a flavor of me, if you will. And it's a song, and what I like to play, the game that I like to play is for somebody to tell me who the composer is. Of course, Mr. Blanco, Professor Blanco, is disqualified because I'm sure he knows what it is. So anybody else um, could tell me sabor a mí. Uh, just to give you a hint, the author of the song, the composer of the song, is from Mexico. So I'm going to, with this song, I'm going to introduce an additional instrument, which is the maracas. And these maracas, they were brought to me, excuse me, brought to me from Dominican Republic, by my son Will and my daughter Stephanie. So I'm putting them to use today. So here we go, Sabor a mí, and then you can tell me, what the who the composer is. Tanto tiempo disfrutamos de este amor, nuestras almas se acercaron tanto así, que yo guardo tu sabor, pero tú llevas también sabor a mí. Si negaras mi presencia en tu vivir, bastaría con abrazarte y conversar. Tanta vida yo te di, que por fuerza tienes ya sabor a mí. No pretendo ser tu dueño, no soy nadie, yo no tengo vanidad. De mi vida doy lo bueno, soy tan pobre que otra cosa puedo dar. Pasarán más de 1000 años, muchos más. Yo no sé si tenga amor la eternidad, pero allá tal como aquí, en la boca llegarás sabor a mí. I'm sorry, Terina, you're close, but it's not Agustín Lara. No pretendo ser tu dueño, no soy nada, yo no tengo vanidad. De mi vida doy lo bueno, soy tan pobre que otra cosa puedo dar. Pasarán más de 1000 años, muchos más. Yo no sé si tenga amor la eternidad, pero allá tal como aquí, en la boca llevarás sabor a mí. Sabor a mí. Hey, Terina got it. This is the author of this beautiful bolero is Álvaro Carrillo, a composer, tremendous composer from Mexico. Did many hits, and this was done by him in 1959, and then it was recorded by Edie Gourmet in 1964, and it was in the hit parade for many weeks. So this is a extremely famous song, not only in the Spanish market but also on the American market. Okay, so what do we have? Okay, so Bésame Mucho. And we have a request from Catherine. Yes, and this is, I'm so happy that she requested this song because I was fortunate enough to sing this song for her and her husband in the wedding. It was a beautiful wedding, and we had, a sort of a surprise. I didn't even know I was going to sing, but they asked me to sing, and this is the song that I picked for her and her husband. So, Bésame mucho. Here we go. Bésame, bésame mucho, como si fuera esta noche la última vez. Bésame, bésame mucho, que tengo miedo perderte después. Bésame, bésame mucho, como si fuera esta noche la última vez. Bésame, bésame mucho, que tengo miedo perderte después. Quiero sentirte en mis brazos, saberte muy cerca de mí. Temo que tal vez mañana yo estaré muy lejos de aquí. Bésame, kiss me forever. Hold me, my darling, and say that you always be true. Bésame, bésame mucho. Hold me, my darling, and say that you always be mine. This joy is something new, my heart's informing you. Never knew this thrill before. Whoever thought I'd be holding you close to me, whispering it's you I adore. Bésame, kiss me forever, como si fuera esta noche la última vez. Bésame, bésame mucho, que tengo miedo perderte después. Bésame mucho for... There we go. I hope you like it, Catherine. So now I have a game for you. So you ready for the game? The game that we're gonna play now is name that tune. Okay, so you have to name the tune, and of course the prices will be given later on, much later. There's no prices. So this is a song that is very famous. So you should be able to. A lot of people should be able to do this. So here we go. Nibbling a sponge cake, watching the sun bathe. All those tourists covered with oil, strumming my sixth string on my floor porch swing. Well, those shrimps, they're beginning to boil. Wasting away again in Margaritaville. Searching for my lost shaker of soul. Some people claim that there's a woman to blame, but I know it's nobody's fault. Don't do the reason I stay here all season with nothing to show but this brand new tattoo. But it's a real beauty, a Mexican cutie. How we got here, I haven't a clue. Wasting away again in Margaritaville. Searching for my lost shaker of soul. Some people claim that there's a woman to blame, but I know it's my own damn fault. And Rolando Ochoa, Dr. Ochoa, my daughter, already guessed Margaritaville. Good job, Rolando. Blew up my flip-flop, step on my pop-top, got my hill and I had to cruise back home. There's juice in the blender, and soon it will render that frozen concoction that helps me hang on. Wasting away again in Margaritaville. Searching for my lost shaker of soul. Some people say that there's a woman to blame, but I know it's nobody's fault. Some people claim that there's a woman to blame, and I know it's my own damn fault. Margaritaville, this was composed and performed by the famous Jimmy Buffett in 1977. Jimmy Buffett has become synonymous with Key West and the Keys and having a good time, people having a good time and having margaritas. That's what's called Margaritaville. So I'm going to play another game for you. And this time is the game that you uh, finish the lyrics. I will start the song and then I will stop. And then somebody has to tell me or write what the lyrics are from there. So here we go. Uh, this is a song that most everybody know. So it's composed by Armando Manzaneros. Armando Manzanero, also from Mexico. Mexico has produced a lot of beautiful songs, and he composed this in Spanish in 1968 with the title "Somos Novios." In other words, we are engaged or we're boyfriends or we're going to get married, whatever. Then the English words were put into in 1970 by Sid Wayne, and it was recorded by Perry Como. And in the, like I said, in 1970. So the name of the song in English it's impossible, and in Spanish is Somos Novios. I'm going to sing it in English. So get ready to follow. It's impossible. Tell the sun to lift the sky. It's just impossible. It's impossible. Ask a baby not to cry. It's just impossible. Can I hold you closer to me and not feel you going through me? Split the second that I never think of you. Oh, how impossible. Can the ocean, all right, can the ocean, any takers? Yolanda? All right. You didn't see it? So here we go. I'll give you another chance later. Keep from running to the shore. It's just impossible. If I had you, could I ever ask for more? It's just impossible. And tomorrow, and tomorrow. I thought this was going to be easy. No one? Okay. I guess I made it harder than what I thought. Should you ask me for the world, somehow I'll get it. I will sell my very soul and not regret it. For to live without your love is just impossible. Can the ocean keep from running to the shore? It's just impossible. If I had you, could I ever ask for more? It's just impossible. And tomorrow, should you ask me for the world, somehow I'll get it. I will sell my very soul and no regret. For to live without your love, it's just impossible. 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 And I think we have a winner. I see. You asked me for the world, somehow I get it. Yeah. All right. That was my son Roland. Somehow my kids are on the ball here. You know, I guess people probably think I'm giving them the answers ahead of time. I'm not doing that. You know, I like to sing a song, and I wanted to dedicate it to my good friend Somia, the professor from Miami Dade. And the reason I want to do that for her is because I sing in this song is 101 and is Autumn Leaves. And I sing it in English and then in French. And Somia is from France. And of course, I'm running a big risk here because obviously I'm going to mispronounce a lot of the words but I hope that she forgives me because this is French that I learned in Hialeah. So, when somebody said that they cheated, they look at the computer. Well, I expected that. So here we go for my good friend Professor Somia for Miami Dade. Autumn leaves in hopefully in English and hopefully in French. The falling leaves drift by my window. The autumn leaves of red and gold. I see your lips, the summer kisses, the sunburned hands I used to hold. Since you went away, the days grow long, and soon I'll hear a winter song. But I miss you most of all, my darling. When autumn leaves start to fall, j'ai une chanson qui nous ressemble. Toute ma main et j'entends et nous vivions tout ensemble. Tokiname, mokitame, ma vie se perd, c'est consommé, tout consommé, ça me fait de bruit, et la mer efface tout, le sable, les pas de son main, de souvenir. But I miss you most of all, my darling. When autumn leaves start to fall. Here we go. Autumn leaves. Les fleurs mortes. That's the name of it in France. And then we have a request from Maria, which is Son de la Loma. Somnia, feel free to criticize my French. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so here we go. Maria is requesting Son de la Loma. This is a song, very, very old song, Cuban song, uh, was composed by Miguel Matamoros back in the, I think this is 1920s. And it's one of the most famous songs that in the Cuban repertoire. So I think every band in the whole Cuba and outside of Cuba has to play this. This is something that is like a must. Son de la Loma means they are from the hill. They're they are from the mountains. The people singing, they come from the mountains. And Miguel Matamoros was a person that had a trio called Trio Matamoros, and he composed this in his province of Oriente. Oriente is the eastern part of Cuba, where there's a lot of mountains near Guantanamo Bay and what have you. So that's why the mention of the mountains is very important. Sonia said that my French is perfect. Thank you, Sonia. Mamá, yo quiero saber de dónde son los cantantes, que lo encuentro muy galante y lo quiero conocer con su trova fascinante, que me la quiero aprender. ¿De dónde serán? Ay, mamá, serán de la Loma, serán de Santiago, tierra soberana, son de la Loma y cantan en llano. Tú verás como la mamá, yo soy la Loma, y mamá, yo cantan en llano. Mamá, yo quiero saber de dónde son los cantantes, que lo encuentro muy galante y lo quiero conocer con su trova fascinante, que me la quiero aprender. ¿De dónde serán? Ay, mamá, serán de La Habana, serán de Santiago, tierra soberana, son de la Loma y cantan en llano. Tú verás como los mamayos son de la Loma, mamayos cantan en llano, mamayos son de la Loma, mamayos cantan en llano, son de la Loma y cantan en llano, son de la Loma y cantan en llano. Son de la Loma y cantan en llano. Son de la Loma y cantan en llano. Son de la Loma, cantan en llano. Son de la Loma, son de la Loma. My good friend Ciro del Castillo Dominguez is here. Hi, Ciro. Good to see you. Okay, so we have come to almost the end of the show, and I have one more thing. Is a new segment that I'm going to introduce today, which is I call it free advice. Now, of course, it's always a danger to give advice, especially unsolicited advice. But I'm going to take the chance, and I'm going to try to give you a little bit of free advice from somebody that is pretty old, that has lived, I'm going to be 77 in November. So I have seen a lot of things in my life. And this is one of the things that always puzzles me. When I see people that have a problem saying, I don't know. Somehow, a lot of people, I'm not saying everybody, but a lot of people have a problem accepting that there's something in this world, there's something that is happening, or there's something about whatever topic it is, and they don't know anything about it. And even if they don't know, they pretend that they know. And it's sort of a, they're allergic to the word, to the words I don't know. And I think if we don't know, we should say so. We don't have to, nobody expects everybody to know about everything. So, but then there are some people out there, and there's not a few people, that means a lot of people, that you talk about to them about anything. And let's say, for example, economics. Everybody knows about economics. Oh, this is happening, the prices, blah, blah, blah. And they talk about economics, and they really don't know anything about economics. And they think they do, but they don't. People talk about medicine, about what medicine to take. Ask somebody, you say, well, I have this pain in my knee. Oh, what you should do, you should do this and you should do that. And everybody's always like doctors all over the place. And, and if somebody asks you, I used to work for this guy one time, and not very long, that he heard me say to a customer, "Oh, I don't know. I'll find out for you." And when the customer left, he came to me and said, "You never tell the customer you don't know." And I said, "What do you mean? Even if you don't know, you can't tell the customer." I said, "What do you mean? If I don't know, I tell the customer I don't know, and I'll find out. Okay, I don't have to know everything." They said, and I tell my students when I was teaching, I tell my students this. I said, you might ask me a question about the topic, and I might not know, but I guarantee you that I will find out and I will get you an answer. Because don't expect me to know everything. Just because I'm a professor, don't expect me to know everything. There's things that I might not know or might not remember. So please keep this in mind when you're talking to people. And if you don't know, if you're not really versed on the subject, uh, especially if they don't ask you for your opinion, don't tell them your opinion. And it's okay to say I don't know. Okay, just a little advice. I'm going to give you a little bit of this and that. So I want to say hi to Tony Verdial, and he's requesting Son de la Loma. I just sang Son de la Loma, Tony. I'm glad. I hope that you're able to hear. Now, this particular live streaming will be posted as a video in my channel, and my channel is Formula 8A in YouTube, and I will be posted probably tomorrow. So if you missed anything out of this, you can go back and see it. Uh, Also, please spread the word to to all your friends. And when you are watching my videos, I hope that you subscribe to my channel. It's important that you do. The more subscriptions I have, the better it's going to be. And also, it is also important that you click the like button, which is a thumb up. Click that, because that also is important, that people watch the videos and they like it. And spread the word for me. I'd like to have a lot more people in the live streaming, but also, I get a lot of people viewing the video after the live streaming. I understand, especially now when we are now able to go out a little bit that before. So I mean, when I started the live streaming, actually the idea was to provide people that were staying at home and they couldn't go out to a restaurant or they couldn't go out anywhere, to have a little bit of entertainment while they on Friday nights. Of course, a lot of people now are going out, and as you know, we're in phase one and soon to be in phase two, hopefully. I realize that less people are bound to be in my live streaming, but there's enough of you for me to continue with this, at least until next week. So next week, which will be Friday, the same way, 7 o'clock. So I hope to see you all there. And if you have any questions, please, most of you have my email, have my phone, text me or send me an email for any questions. I'd be glad to answer. And thank you very much, and God bless.